Hello everyone, it is I, the Cheetah Boy, and welcome back to another For Honor guide where I'll be giving you all the tips and tricks for you to truly outclass your opponents on the battlefield. And today, my friends, we will be going over the tanky samurai, Shugoki. Shugoki is classified as a heavy hero that is a disabler and a hard hitter. Amongst all heroes in For Honor, I'm quite sure that Shugoki hits the hardest. He is capable of absorbing a lot of hits and dealing insane amounts of damage. But he is incredibly sluggish, arguably the slowest hero in the game, and I'm not only talking about his movement speed, I'm talking about his light attacks and his heavy attacks. Now, you might be thinking, why would you play a hero that moves slowly and attacks slowly? It's easy to dodge and easy to parry. Well, that's where his uninterruptible stance comes into play. Uninterruptible stance is a passive ability. Every first instance of damage that you take is reduced and won't interrupt any of your animations. Once you have been attacked, you will lose this passive for a few seconds until it has been recharged. Remember that attacking or blocking after your interruptible stance is down will make your recharge timer higher. This ability is great for it allows Shugoki to not only trade hits really well, but also to complete chains even if your opponent can manage to sneak in a quick light attack. Now let's move on to his moveset. Shugoki has two simple chains. The first one being Bash and Smash. This involves a light and then a heavy attack. This chain is useful when you realize that one of Shugoki's hero-specific abilities is enhanced light attacks. This means that light attacks are not interrupted despite your opponent's block. Therefore, your attack chains that start with light attack will not be interrupted. The only heroes that can block and interrupt Shugoki chains are Warlord, Valkyrie, and Conqueror. So you must understand when you actually can take advantage of your enhanced light attacks, otherwise you will be punished. Your second chain, being Bone Crusher, involves two heavy attacks in quick succession. This chain is simple and slow to perform, but if performed correctly can deal huge sums of damage. Due to the large swing of Shugoki's attacks, sometimes you can get lucky on your second attack and hit your opponent, despite your opponent dodging your first attack. This usually happens when your opponent forgets about your uninterruptible stance passive. They throw in a quick attack which does not interrupt your attack chain due to the passive, then you swing back around with your second attack and they get bashed in the face. It's great. Just like most heroes, Shugoki also has an initiation attack called Crashing Thunder. To perform this attack, you must hold down Sprint and then Heavy Attack. It's a great initiation, especially for grouped up enemies. The swing is wide and deals lots of damage. You must be careful though, it is quite a slow attack. Let's move on to Shugoki's Zone Attack. This is performed by clicking Light Attack and Heavy Attack at the same time. What's special about Shugoki's Zone Attack is that he swings his weapon twice. This is great into tricking your opponents into thinking you have missed your first zone attack. Once this happens, your opponents will attempt to perform an attack, and as this happens, you will swing your weapon back around and deal good damage. One of my favorite guard break attacks is Shugoki's Demon Ball. Usually when heroes attempt a heavy attack after a guard break, it's very easy to block and very easy to parry. But with Demon Ball, it's almost impossible to do any of those things. Also, remember that this move can be completed to throw enemies into fire, spikes, and off ledges. Shugoki has three unblockable moves in his moveset. Charge of Oni being the first. To perform this, you must be out of guard mode, hold sprint, and press your dodge button. This will make Shugoki become enraged and he will charge rapidly into a direction. This will push your opponent away. This can also be used to push enemies off ledges, into fire, and spikes. This can be cancelled by pressing your revive button. Shugoki's second unblockable move is simply him charging his heavy attack. To do this, simply enter guard mode and hold down heavy attack. The longer this is charged, the harder the hit and the more stamina it consumes. It can cost a lot of stamina, but it's incredibly powerful. I like to combo this move with Charge of Oni. First off, I use Charge of Oni into my opponent. If I succeed in pushing my opponent down, I quickly press the revive button to cancel the charge and hold down my heavy attack to perform a very powerful unblockable hit. Shugoki's last, unblockable move is easily one of the most game-changing moves in For Honor, Demon's Embrace. Once this move is executed, Shugoki charges into his opponent, dealing insane damage and giving him health. If this ability is used when you have critical health, Essentially, when your health bar is blinking, it will instantly kill your opponents no matter how high their health, and grant you significantly higher health. However, there is a catch. If Shugoki misses his charge, he himself will lose 30 to 40% of his health. Remember, one of Shugoki's hero-specific abilities is that he can cancel his heavy attack and transition into a Demon's Embrace. It's dangerous, but incredibly rewarding used in the correct situation. Let's take a look at who Shugoki is strong and weak against. Shugoki is strong against heroes that do slow and strong attacks. Heroes like Raider, Warlord, Lawbringer, and Shugoki himself. However, Shugoki is weak against heroes that deal quick instances of damage and heroes that are very nimble. Heroes like Orochi, Warden, Peacekeeper, and Kensei. Overall, Shugoki is a relatively simple hero that despite his lack of mobility can still cause havoc on the battlefield with his tanky frame that allows him to trade and hit like a truck. Demon's Embrace and his ability to charge his heavy attack without having to execute a chain makes him a great teammate in 2v1s. He also gains more renown by saving or defending heroes and objectives. Alright guys, that's going to be the end of this hero guide. If you did enjoy the video, leave a like, comment, subscribe, as I will be posting more content on For Honor, and I will catch you in the next one.